Welcome to Retire Rich, Tales of Financial Freedom with Marc Hernandez and Carlos Lopez from M.A.H. Financial. In this podcast, we guide professionals of all generations, including Gen X, Millennials, and Baby Boomers, to answer an array of questions ranging from building wealth in 401k plans to selecting life insurance policies, including questions about IRAs, dividends, and bond alternatives. So tune in as South Texas's own financial advisors and fiduciaries, Marc and Carlos, draw from years of expertise, interview clients, and share stories of financial wisdom to accelerate your path to achieving your financial goals. Now, on to the show.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Dave. Today we're tackling a crucial topic for retirees: how sustained inflation filters through your Social Security benefits. When inflation sticks around, your Social Security cost of living adjustment, I'm going to be referring to that as COLA, so don't get confused. We're not talking about taking the Pepsi challenge here today. So COLA becomes both a cushion and a complication. COLAs are specifically designed to help your benefits keep pace with prices. However, the official adjustment is based on a specific index the third quarter CPI-W averages year over year, typically announced in October. And that index may not perfectly match your real-world spending basket. A higher inflation reading can lift next year's COLA, but this benefit can be complex. We need to break down what COLA can and cannot do for your purchasing power and look at the planning trade-offs that come with elevated prices. The COLA calculation and its limits. First, let's take a look at COLA adjustment, is how it's determined. It's based on the CPI-W, which I mentioned, and it averages calculated year over year in the third quarter. However, the CPI-W ways often differ from what retirees actually spend. Example, significant categories like health care, shelter, insurance may weigh differently on your budget than the CPI-W. These differences can create gaps between the headline COLA figure and your living expenses. If your personal inflation runs hotter than the CPI-W measure, the COLA may fall short in preserving buying power, very specifically for those essential expenses. Now, high inflation often has ripple effects that impact your overall financial picture. Higher inflation can coincide with higher Medicare Part B or Part D premiums, or it may impact the income-related monthly adjustment amount, also known as IRMAA brackets. These higher costs can potentially offset part of your COLA increase. Larger nominal benefits resulting from a COLA adjustment can trigger more of your benefits to become taxable. This interaction with marginal tax brackets is often referred to as the tax torpedo. Keeping current with tax projections and your SSA award letters is necessary to help avoid under withholding or unpleasant surprises. Now, next, let's consider the choices you face in a sustained inflationary environment. While delaying benefits still increases your base benefit, sustained inflation may charge the value of delaying versus building income for your sources. You need to consider whether delaying Social Security could potentially deliver more lifetime inflation-adjusted financial independence than claiming right now. Even with the COLA acting as a valuable shock absorber, compounding inflation can erode buying power over multi-year periods. This is particularly true in expense categories that are rising faster than the general CPI-W index. Setting guardrails for stability to achieve a strong financial foundation and help smooth year-to-year variability. It's recommended to pair your COLA benefits with a coordinated budget and portfolio strategy. This coordination involves looking at inflation-aware withdrawal rules, maintaining cash buffers, and potentially using laddered fixed income strategies. When developing a strategy, consider what mix of portfolio income, such as dividend, bond, CD, ladders, or annuity income, can best complement COLA to preserve purchasing power across essential categories. It's also important to set review triggers. For instance, if inflation exceeds a target for 6 to 12 months, or if there are Medicare premiums, hikes, or bracket changes to recalibrate your withdrawals and withholding. Finally, keep a close eye on the policy watch list. The CPI-W methodology, Medicare premium, formulas, and tax thresholds are pivotal levers that can potentially affect your retirement plan as policy evolves. The COLA is an important adjustment, but it isn't a full shield against sustained inflation. The prudent move is to pair your annual adjustment with a specific plan for managing Medicare costs, taxes, and spending priorities. If you have any questions, I'm Dave. I'll see you next episode.
Thank you for listening to Retire Rich, Tales of Financial Freedom. Have questions about topics covered during the show? Visit our website at www.mahfinancial.biz or give us a call at 956-994-0407. Don't forget to click the follow button to be notified when new episodes become available. Investment advisory services and financial planning services are offered through Simplicity Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of the firm, nor does it indicate that the advisor has attained a particular level of skill or ability. Insurance, consulting, and education services offered through M.A.H. Financial. M.A.H. Financial is an unaffiliated entity from Simplicity Wealth. Clicking the like button does not constitute a testimonial for or an endorsement of our investment advisory firm, any associated person, or our services. Clicking the like button is merely a mechanism to circulate our page. Like is not meant in the traditional sense. In addition, postings to our page must refrain from recommending us or providing testimonials for our investment advisory firm. Because the SEC and state securities regulators generally prohibit testimonials, any such postings are subject to swift removal.